So I've got something fun. I wanted to kind of look through what I bought this year, what my empties were, what I'm currently using, and what I've went through. And I kind of came up with a list of the 10 products I've used the most this year. The 10 beauty products. They're not specifically just skincare because I've got some other stuff, makeup and hair in here. But these are the 10 products I went through the most this year. And I go through a lot, but this is kind of surprising to me. So really quick, I want to mention in a video of probably about a month ago, I mentioned there were like 20 cops at my neighbor's house. Months ago, we saw them burying stuff in the backyard. And a couple days ago, there were 20 SWAT teams outside of the neighbor's house, all in their SWAT gear and everything. And I just want to tell them that my dogs are in the backyard. I hope, you know, let me know if you want me to bring my dogs in or, you know, because the other time they had canine cops there. I said, oh, no, don't worry about it. We're just training. I had no idea cops trained in residential neighborhoods at residential houses, but apparently that's what all the fuss has been. I guess. I don't know. So I guess they're not serial killers. I don't know. Maybe they still are. I don't know. Maybe that was the cover, but didn't look like they were doing anything. Okay, so back to my video. So the one product I went through the most clearly of this year was the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. I love this stuff. I use it in my evening routine pretty much every day. And even if I work in other products, I typically work them in with this. I just love this stuff. It's got such a great ingredient list. No fragrance. Lots of beneficial ingredients. Layers so well. Works perfectly in my evening routine. Love it. Went through the most of this product in and of itself. I always have backup of it. And anyway, so clearly I purchased a lot of it and used a lot of it. So I love this product. The second product I probably used the most of is the Geek Gorgeous A-Pad Serum. I love this stuff. It was a total game changer and I added in my routine about a year and a half ago. Total game changer. My skin just changed so much for the better. And I didn't even quite realize it until you guys noticed it more than I did. You mentioned something changed your routine. Something changed your routine. What have you changed? Something looks different. You look glowier. You look better, whatever. And it was this product. So I have to say, I love this stuff. Highly recommend everyone try it once. So next up, this product might not get so much notice, but that's the SkinFix Hand Repair Cream. I believe this is eczema hand repair cream. This stuff is wonderful in the wintertime. I use it every night when I go to bed. Sometimes I use a different one or change it up, but this is the one I typically keep coming back to. My skin or my hands and skin are at its worst. This is the one I go to. So I love this stuff. It is so hydrating and smoothing. And I mean, my hands don't look that great, but they're out in 5-degree, 10-degree weather. So they're looking pretty darn good for the weather. So I love this stuff. Next up, we've got the Moroccanoil Hydrating Conditioner. Normally this is perched in my bathtub, so I'm so glad I mentioned it today. It looks kind of disgusting, goopy, but because it's like down to here, so I got to buy a new bottle. So thankfully I touched it today, and now I know, and hopefully it'll be on sale somewhere because that's when I usually buy it. So this stuff is wonderful for dry hair. It helps with frizziness, colored hair. It's very nice, moisturizing, never has tangles in it. The shampoo is also great, but the conditioner it's unnegotiably in my hair care routine almost at all times. So another hair care product is the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum for hair density. I don't really use it for hair density as much as I find this very hydrating and calming for my scalp, which in the winter it can get dry, it can get flaky, and I find this stuff helps so much with it without looking too greasy or anything like that. So I use it pretty much year round. I love this stuff. People ask me, can you use it on your eyebrows or eyelashes? I don't recommend it. It is just so liquidy. There's no way to control if it would get in your eyes or not. So, see, it's literally just a liquid. So it would be too difficult. So, and it's made for your hair. So I just don't recommend that. But anyway, I just wanted to mention because I know somebody will ask. Next up, for sunscreen, we've got the Alay Kanebo UV Extra Gel SPF 50. I love this stuff. It is amazing. It's probably in my top favorite sunscreens, but clearly I've been using this one the most because it's nearly empty, and I have a lot of sunscreens. I'm always testing a different one out, but this stuff, when I need it, when I know I'm going to be out, I know it's reliable, it's wonderful, and I went through the most of this sunscreen this year. Next up, for makeup, this is really, I guess, the only makeup product. It's the Dr. Jart Premium Gold BB Cream. It does have fragrance in it. I don't smell any fragrance. I don't notice any scent to it, so that's the good thing. If I did notice the scent, I probably would find something else, but this one just always has such a quick application, natural finish, does a little bit to even out my skin tones without being too heavy. So this is the one I use most days of the year. Although I've got a lot of other foundations, that one's just so easy to apply and just doesn't look like much. Next up, we've got the Cosrx Advanced All-in-One Snail Cream. It doesn't look like I use this a lot because it doesn't show up in my empties a lot, but literally this is, how many ounces? This is 3.52 ounces in this one jar, and I use about probably a teaspoon worth a night, so it doesn't go fast. One bottle lasts a long time, but I use this pretty much every night. Or if I don't use this, more in the summer, I'll use their Snail Essence, but when it's dry out or it's winter or fall, I'll use this stuff. So I love this. Have to have this in my routine. 2 products left. So I'm going to mention this because I recently changed. The Differin Gel, I recently have been testing out the tretinoin, which is working very well for me. But this is one of the products I use the most of up until I switched to the stronger retinoid. And this one is wonderful. It's great if you have sensitive skin. If you're looking for a retinoid that's a little bit stronger but not too strong, this one's worth a try. Fragrance-free, very short ingredient list, great for sensitive skin, oily skin, acne-prone skin. And my dry skin, if I layer this with a good moisturizer, like one of the ones I mentioned, I don't have any issues with dryness with this. So this one is wonderful. I highly recommend everyone check it out at some point in their skincare journey. And then last but not least, controversial brand, the Purito Centella Unscented Serum. I went through a lot of it. It just, typically I loved the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum until they changed the formulation. This is my last bottle with the formulation. Macy's still had the old formula, but I should have bought more. But anyway, so this is it. But in my journey, I tried to find a good alternative, and this one just worked well. Although I'm not totally crazy about Purito. It's kind of controversial because of all the sunscreen stuff, and although I have found another serum that I love nearly as much, which will probably get more use this next year, and that's the Hygiene Natural Repair Serum. So this stuff is wonderful as well. But anyway, this one, I went through a lot of it this year. So those are the 10 products I went through the most. So it's kind of fun to keep track of empties and what you order, because then you can kind of see what you tend to use the most of. So I guess there's, you know what, with cleansers or vitamin C serums and typically sunscreens, I'm always trying something new. So I don't really have one of them that I'm loved as much not to continue to go back to. So there's just a lot of good ones. So, and cleansers I don't tend to go through super fast. So anyway, those are my top 10 products for this year that I've used. So I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've noticed what products you tend to use the most of, and what they are and why you like them or why you keep using them. So anyway, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. Look at my poor pinky. I really injured it. You can't really tell though on the video, but you can see it's red. I injured it, but it's getting better. Anyway, totally random comment. Okay, thank you guys so much, and I will see you more tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.